Hello guys, what have you been up to? Stuck at home? What a nightmare. Anyway, I thought I'd better come on and make a little video. I haven't made one for ages because I haven't been out. What have I been doing? I'll tell you. I've been doing printing. Now I always say on loads of places that, you know, it's not a photograph until you've got it printed. So I'm stuck at home. I thought, well, why don't I do some printing? I've got so many things that I haven't printed, so many pictures, and yeah, I just thought I'd go through some of the papers I use and what I've been up to printing wise, and show you some of the images. So, I mean, I use this stuff, Hahnemule. I mean, at the minute, what I did was, because I haven't done any printing for a long time, I got a couple of test packs. Now these are really good because there's 5 different papers inside here, and there's two of each. So this is like a fine art textured paper, and I've used 3 different ones on here, and they're really amazing. Really, I thought, textured, and you get them out and you see and you think, oh yeah, it'd be good for painting and things like that. But when you print images on them, I mean, it's probably not going to work for every single image, but I mostly do black and white, as you know, and I printed some stuff out on some of these papers and I couldn't believe it. I was really blown away by how good they were. And the one I've been using, or the ones I've used, is the Torchon and the William Turner, and there's a German etching one as well. Out of them all, I didn't like the German etching one so much, mainly because it's too warm for my liking. I don't really like my prints overly warm. But I only tried it in black and white, so it might look good in colour. We'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, as you can see, I did I've done 3 small prints. I got this one of these 2 steam engineers, one woman, one guy. They're in their main engine, and there's steam going everywhere. And you know, it's just a case of being at the right place at the right time, and the steam to fall right. You know, it just looked really nice. And I have colour version because I shot them all in RAW, but the black and white one does it for me because it kind of give you that nostalgic feel to it, because you know, steam being from back in the day, and it just looks really good. And you know, they're dressed in that kind of clothing that they would have had back then, I guess. And then on the same day, I took one of this guy. He's in the coal part of the train, smashing the coal up with a pickaxe and that. And I did a colour version of that just to see, but I have got a black and white version. That one is on the William Turner paper, and that's really, really textury. It's really thick texture on that. The first one was on the Torchon paper. Now, out of the ones I've tried so far, that really is my favourite. It's got this kind of, I don't know, it's like a watercolour type paper. It doesn't say that's what it is. It just, Torchon, it's 285 GSM, so it's quite thick. And that so far is my favourite. I've also got a bag, some of their fine art smooth stuff. Now the only one I've tried out of here so far is the Photo Rag. But I think I tried the Photo Rag Bright White. And that is this top image, and this is at Chroma, and it was a grim, gloomy day. It'd been raining, you know, and I do like those kind of images when I go out and take pictures. I like that. I'm kind of like, I either like it really grim, wet, miserable, or really bright sun with lots of contrast. I'm sort of one of those guys. I like to look for either of those 2 things. If it's just grey out and nothing else, it's kind of, yeah, it's nothing really that I'm sort of looking for as a photographer to try and capture. But anyway, I tried these, well, I got these smooth papers, and these are the same, but there's 6 variants in this one, which you obviously get 12 because there's 2 of each. But the only one I've tried is that Photo Rag, and I took the Chroma picture there on the Photo Rag, and I think that looks amazing as well. And I've also bought some fotospeed Photo Rag Bright White, and it's virtually the same. And they're all archive papers, So, you know, you can print on them, they'll last a lifetime as long as you're using pigmented inks, which is what I use on my Canon printer. I took 2 other pictures, and one is, these are just A4 because I was just testing really, because I'm kind of doing a blues festival series, and so far I've been shooting the festival over 3 years. It's a shame because I was hoping to do some kind of backstage stuff on this year's, but as of what's going on with the virus and everything, the whole thing just got cancelled. So could be another 2 years in the making, one to do some backstage stuff, and then hopefully, you know, get some prints made and have a little exhibition when the actual, have an exhibition when the Blues Festival is on, which will probably be a couple more years away now, so I don't know how long that's going to be. Anyway, I took these. It was a real nice dark pub, so I was just like metering for the light, where the light parts were, to bring bring the darkness in. And this one of the bass guitar, this is on, now I got this paper from Wex. I don't know if it's sold anywhere else. It's called Brilliant Museum, and this was a silver gloss white, and they call it gloss. I guess it's just the variant of their gloss, but it's not like your normal glossy prints, because I don't really like that sort of stuff. And this, it's got like a sheen to it, and that's really all it is, and it really does look really nice. And I printed that small one on that. That's really lovely, and I'll continue using that paper. And I mean, that's not that expensive. Also, that's archive, you know, it's acid free, all that stuff. The prints are going to last a lifetime, so another good paper. And then because I print a lot of family stuff, I use, or I have used, and this particular print was with that, was a permajet titanium luster. I think if you're doing portraits, you know, family and stuff like that, that stuff's really nice. It's not too shiny, not too glossy, and it has a nice warm feel to it. I mean, with some portraits, home ones, I don't mind the warm tone to it. They look quite nice. And I also did the big, this second one from the Blues Festival of the guitarist with his hat. That was on that paper as well. All lovely, lovely papers. So, yeah, so if you're stuck at home, you know, you've got a printer, dig out those images and get some work printed. I mean, even if you haven't got a printer, I'm sure that a lot of the printers are still working. You know, a lot of people are trying to keep their businesses going. So I'm sure if you've got the money and you can afford it, I'm sure they'd appreciate the business that you send their way. You know, get on your computer, dig out some of those old files and get some stuff printed, get it mounted up, get it on the wall. I'm still waiting for some frames to turn up and some mounts, and hopefully I'll have some stuff on the wall. I used the Canon Pro Print, I think that's what it's called. It's the software that comes with the printer, and that's fantastic. You can set everything up, your parameters, everything. So yeah, that's just a quick one on printing and what I'm doing just to try and kill some time, you know, sat at home. So make sure you get out and do some printing, or get out and do some printing. Make sure you do some printing, get some stuff printed. If you're like me, all you're doing is putting your pictures on here and then you forget about them. Now, I think a good thing for printing your work, a good thing that comes out of it, is you're more fussy. I mean, let's be honest, right, there is a lot of dross about I'm responsible for some of it, and you're probably responsible for some of it, because it can be a throwaway image, you know, it's not costing you really anything. You've got your equipment, you've taken the picture, you put it on, you've taken loads of pictures off, I've got to put them online. Getting likes on Instagram isn't everything, right? But I've seen pictures that people have a massive following, they get a load of likes, and I look at the picture and I'm like, really? But, you know, if that's what you're chasing, I put pictures on there just because it's a way of showing people what I do. If you see it, it's good. If you don't, you don't. But printing is, for me, the best thing, because there's so much, there's a lot of rubbish photography, and I just think everyone's responsible for it because it's kind of throwaway. It's not costing you anything, so you'll put your images up. Whereas as soon as it comes to printing your image and it's going to cost you money, you're only really going to pick the best. It will make you the best critique of your own work, if you've got to print your own pictures, because you really are just going to pick the best ones out and you think, yes, that's going to make a nice print. You might even get stuff up and you think, yeah, this is going to be a really nice print. Get it up and you work on it a bit, and then you're like, do you know what? I don't think it is. You know, and then you could do yourself a little test print, something small, and because they just look so different when you print them out. They look, you know, if you get it right and it is something that's, you know, really worth printing, and you look at it and you're like, it is amazing. It's like, I think so many people don't see prints anymore. I mean, I'll have to go out to a gallery and look at prints. We don't have many around where I live, so sometimes it means travelling. So if you get printing, it's a good thing because it will help you pick the best of your work. So I hope you like this short video. I'm sorry that's all it is, and we haven't been out and about or anything. I'm maybe gonna try and get out and do more, I don't know, kind of people in the landscape type pictures and that, and not just stick with street, because I do like to do all sorts, and that's all I ever used to do. And I think the reason I stopped a little bit was I am just lazy and I don't like getting up early to catch the morning light, which for me is the best time, because you can get a nice light in the evening, but there's more people around. You get the nice light in the morning, there's not so many people around, and it's a wonderful thing to be up and have a place to yourself. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, and you can check out my website. It's streetswideopen.com. I put a few things on there. My Insta feed is on there as well. I've got a zine on there, a street photography zine, but I'm hoping to do some of these kind of pictures and maybe get some prints up for sale. I'm not worried if they don't sell, but I might as well make use of my website and have them on there. And I do a little blog of what I've been up to and that. I've only really just started that. So yeah, please check that out. I won't see you on the streets because we're not allowed unless you walk past me while I'm out doing my daily walk, but it's raining today. I don't think I'm going to go out there. Anyway, I won't see you on the streets. I won't see you in the fields. I won't see you anywhere except on air. I'll see you later. Till the next time.